Good morning, Karen Mason.
Good morning, Mr. Mason. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Lovely.
I was just going to say, so it's you, Karen Mason,
And you, Fred Mason.
and together,
We are
the Avon couple.
couple.
Good morning, everybody, or hello, should I just say, because I can never tell out here whether it's morning, noon, or night.
Good morning.
It's good morning.
Or
Okay.
should we say hola?
Hola.
Or
I don't know what it is in
buenos
Spanish.
dias.
Ah, okay, fair enough. I thought that was German, but there you go.
That's good day. Well, at least I think it's good day in Spanish.
Yeah. Someone will tell us, not a problem. Brilliant. So once again, we are coming from, I was going to say sunny Spain, but at this moment in time, it's sunny, cloudy Spain.
Well, the sun's there. It's trying to break through.
Well, it is early.
The little bit of
It
cloud.
is quite early. Yeah.
It is.
So we are still bringing this lovely podcast to you from Spain.
Yes,
This is our second week in Spain.
I know.
And do you know what? My boss doesn't care.
No,
I know why, because my boss is sitting next to me.
I'm not your boss.
No, I know. But hey.
Only when I want something done.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
There you go.
So, Kaz, what's been going on
Well,
since we've been out here?
I've been reading, and not just novels. I love novels. I've just read a really good one about the engine girls who worked on the Spitfires in the war in Hucknall. So
Hucknall, if you know where we come from in the East
I was going to
Midlands,
say it's not far from where we are.
that's only about 8 or 10 miles from where we are.
Which is fantastic because you get a little bit of history as well as learning and enjoying the read. It's a nice read. But I've also been reading Celebrity Service
Oh yeah, you said
by
about that.
Jeff Ram. And that's amazing. So I've got a little tip for you. But you're reading. What are you reading?
Am I allowed to say it this time?
No.
I am going to.
No.
I am. Karen, it's written all over the front of the book. It's a book by Brighten, and it's Get Off Your Arse. Unbelievable. I read it the first time and I thought, that's not right. Yeah, it's by Brett. I love it because I was reading through it earlier on, and in part way through it, he says, did you notice that it's been voted best business book in 2009? And so, do you know, I did read that, but I didn't read the little bit underneath. You know, like you get things with asterisks on them?
Yes.
Well, asterisk means look where the other asterisk is, and it'll tell you a little bit about it, doesn't it?
Yeah, more information.
So it says, Get Off Your Bloop 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 by Brad Burton, voted Best Business Book 2009 by his mum.
Yeah, that's good.
So if I hadn't have read, which I didn't, it just said Best Book. But you know what? I didn't know what it meant by that.
There you go.
But his mum is his biggest fan, and she said, through what you've been through and where we all started, it's the best book I've ever read. Well, it is. It's her son.
Yeah.
He's also written another one. I'm going to be reading that very shortly, and that's Get Off Your Arse too.
Yeah.
So that's good. But yeah, as you know, Kaz, I am not a prolific book reader.
No.
I learnt that word in the book, by the way. Prolific, because I wouldn't normally say things like that. But yeah, I don't really read many books. A lot of them are to do with what I've done in my past, like military stuff, because I understand that. So when it comes to reading a entrepreneurial book about straight talking about business, I thought, is it really for me? But you know what? I can't put it down. Well, I can put it down because I have to. But it's a book. When I started reading it, I thought this guy is not only very, very well. When I first started reading it, I thought he was intelligent. Now I know he's not intelligent. He's just passionate about what he does.
And streetwise.
Very, very streetwise.
Mm-hmm.
He's also very, very funny. You know.
And he speaks your language, which I think you relate to.
Well, that's it. Straight talking. You either do it. Yeah, as he says, he's not afraid anymore. He used to be very, very afraid to sort of speak out, but now he's not because he knows what he's speaking out about. He actually understands.
And it's right.
It's a couple of things in here actually. I'll tell you about the first one, and maybe a little bit later on I'll tell you about something that happened to him. But this is so true in every business. I don't care what anyone says, and I'm going to be like him now. This is so true, and if you don't do it, this could be why your business is failing. And every business starts like this. You meet someone, and when you meet someone, it's that impression. We all talk about first impressions, don't we?
Yeah, it's about 30 seconds or so, isn't it?
I don't know, he doesn't even go into that because he says you could be in a meeting for 2 hours, so you're meeting that person. But it might be, in our business, meeting someone at the front door.
Yeah, true.
Or meeting someone on a phone.
Yes.
Now, believe it or not, people never think of that.
Mm.
You are meeting somebody.
Mm.
And the next thing is, like that person. If you like that person instantly, you're going to spend a bit more time with them, aren't you?
Yes.
If you think to yourself, oh, right, okay, fair enough, here we go. And I'll mention a word and I'll tell you about that probably in another one. Cufflinkers.
Yes.
I thought that was brilliant.
That's, yeah.
Basically, someone who is giving you a load of BS.
Frederick Mason.
I said BS, I didn't say bullshit.
Oh.
Karen's just walked off in disgust.
I can't believe it. No, I can't believe that.
Yeah, well, I can cut that out, so don't worry. But yeah, and then you get to know that person or those people, those individuals, or even that business. And then you get to either trust them or distrust them. If you trust them, you'll find that they trust you, you trust them, and your business will grow. So the 4 words that meant a hell of a lot to me by starting to read this book is meet, like, know, and trust. And it really does sort of resonate with me that is how your business can grow. You know, we all go to different meetings. You know, we all go to how can I put it? You go to buy something in a shop. You meet someone. If they treat you right, you get to like them. If they know what they're talking about or you know what you're talking about, you get to know each other. And if you trust what they're telling you, you'll buy from them. And that's exactly what happens in our business. Good job, I can get on there and cut that off. Yeah, so have you ever found that? Does that make any sense to you? Meet, like, know and trust.
Absolutely, and it's like one of the things that I've always said with our book that I'm reading, Celebrity Service.
Yeah, I saw you start that and you finished it, haven't you?
I have.
God.
It's unbelievable. And what he does is he takes the word celebrity and each word, each letter.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw you looking at that, yeah.
So, C for consistency.
Works well in our business.
Now, one of the things that it's talking about is customer service, and it's one that I'm really, I try to explain and to get across to every single one of our team members who are building a team themselves, so they've become team leaders, is the fact that every single person in your team is your customer as well.
Absolutely.
It's not just somebody who buys from you as a product. They're actually buying into you as a leader.
Yep.
So that meets, what was the 4? Like, know,
trust.
And trust. Also applies to you as a sales leader or a team leader, or anybody that is, even your family are technically your customers. Yeah. So everybody you meet. And one of the key things when you're building and you're talking to your team is trust.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And even when you're explaining your business or you're explaining what you do as a network marketer, never over exaggerate.
Yeah.
So, you know,
we noticed that in our previous one,
yes.
In our previous network, or before. Always tell the truth.
Absolutely. So when somebody says to you 2 things that you can answer. So when somebody says, well, is it realistic that you can earn X amount per month? What do you earn? X amount per, do you earn that? And if you turn around and you exaggerate and say, for example, you're earning £1,000 a month with your network marketing business, whatever business it is, And you turn around and say, yes, of course I do. I earn 2,500 a month. And they're going to go, wow, you know, they obviously know what they're talking about. You're building that trust. So what happens when they find out that you're not earning that actually?
Exactly.
You know, that is not...
Well, this is exactly what Brad says in his book.
Yeah.
The trust's gone.
Absolutely.
So if the trust has gone...
Yeah. So when you're doing things and what's the word? You go into, I don't know, you say you're going to track things and help people, and you're tracking the wrong things, or you're putting down the wrong things.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, because business moves up and down. It's not, you shouldn't be...
Well, but business is a roller coaster.
It is. So when you step back or go backwards in your business, that's not a downside.
It's a learning curve.
Yeah, but it's also a good side. You know, because you're showing people that that it does go backwards and forwards.
It's good if you react to it.
Yes.
And learn by it, and
Yes.
then carry on growing your business.
So having customers and providing this customer service, the last one on celebrity is the why,
Yeah.
which is you and your team.
Oh, right. Because I saw the word and I thought, I was trying to work out what they were without seeing the book, and I can't.
Yeah.
A lot of them I just couldn't.
It's very good, actually.
Well,
Very good.
we will be putting that up somewhere then, will
Well,
we?
maybe I shall go through every letter.
Why don't we put
on
it
a
on our
pod-
blog, on our website?
I will do. I'll put it on a blog.
There you go.
I'll do a blog. So I thought that was really good, that you need to build up trust and you need to build up a relationship with somebody. Now, when it talks about products,
Hmm.
when we talk about our products, some people go, oh no, I couldn't do that. Because if the product doesn't sing to you and doesn't speak to you, or you're passionate about that particular product,
Yeah.
you're never ever going to sell it. And this is what I've done. I've worked with a lot of salesmen in my life, in my career. And I remember speaking to them, and I could spot who was passionate about the product and who wasn't.
Yeah, you can.
And it's funny because when you're passionate about the product, they were one of the best salesmen, and got a lot of sales. And when they're not passionate about the product, they're forcing the issue all the time, and they weren't getting the sales.
Do you know, I literally, as you said that, I remembered when we first moved up to the Midlands and we were looking for a car, we went to a Honda dealership, do you remember?
Yes.
And because I used to work for Honda, we thought that's first port of call because we knew the product,
Yes.
we knew how reliable it was.
Yes.
And do you remember the young man that sold us the car? Nothing was a problem for him, if you remember rightly.
That's right.
And he said to me, I know you're going to look for a discount because you've been working for Honda. I'll see what I can do. Straight away, we met him. We liked him because he wasn't a pushy salesman, but he was a very knowledgeable salesman.
Well, he had a passion for the product.
Exactly. So we met him, we liked him, we knew how he was and what he was like, and what did we do at the end of it?
We trusted him.
And we trusted him to do exactly what he said.
Yeah.
And how long did we have that car for?
Oh, 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
Because that guy gave us the feeling that he knew what we wanted and the
He
car was
gave
right.
you celebrity service.
Perfect, there you go. So it goes back to your book straight away, doesn't it?
Do you know there is a difference
Is it?
between 5-star service and celebrity service?
There shouldn't be that.
No, and this is what he's saying. Why is there that gap?
Yeah. Isn't it funny how you can read two? You've read your book, I've read my book, and they interjoin. They actually, I mean, my one is more like about a business person.
Yeah, but they
But-
still relate, and you
Yeah.
can still...
Well,
Yeah.
because the guy I'm talking about, Brad,
Yeah.
he set up a networking company. It is a company, but if you've ever heard of breakfast clubs in the UK, networking breakfast club, he's the guy that built it all.
Yeah, I'd like to go to one actually.
Well, you can just find them anywhere.
Yeah.
It's called For Networking.
I tell you something that made me smile. The very first page in Celebrity Service is a statement by Billy Connolly.
Oh, my favourite.
And I must admit, he is very, very funny. And he turned around and he said, the Queen...
Oh yeah, I remember you saying, this is brilliant, guys.
But now it can relate to the King as well. So the Queen thought the whole world smelt of paint.
Go on, why is that?
Because when somebody knew that the Queen was coming, they would paint everything. So it was all freshly painted.
So the smell of wherever she went.
So whenever she went, she just thought everything smelled of brand new, fresh paint.
Oh, brilliant.
But that just goes to show you, you know, like in our line of business, when we're doing, when we're going to put the books out for the customers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you wear slobbies, or do you dress as if you're going to meet your customers?
It's like I say to you sometimes, oh, you know, I've just got to go and do some deliveries, and it might only be 2 or 3, and you always say to me, why are you going to get shaved for, and whatever. It's because I don't want the customer to see me in my slobbies. I want them to see me as a legitimate, local, small business.
That's smart and takes pride.
Hopefully, yeah.
And I only tease you when I say, what are you doing? What do you mean you're going to shave?
Yeah.
I know, but I do respect the fact that you respect our customers enough.
That's where the trust comes. I respect my
Absolutely.
customers, and they respect and hopefully, well, I know they trust me because they've been with us for years.
Yeah.
You know, and they trust me to make decisions for them as well.
Yeah.
Because that's what I've said to you before. Sometimes someone will say, oh, what do you think of this then, Fred? And I go, no, it won't suit you, don't buy it.
Yeah.
And they look at me as much as to say, but you just told me not to buy that product. But because you said it earlier, I trust our products, I might, if I've got it right that time, be able to tell them about another product, and then they will trust me and try it. And 9 out of 10 times they always say to me, I really love that, Fred. Thanks for being honest. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, it's because you respect them as a customer. We're not pushing sales.
Yeah, and it's funny how serious we've got today.
We have, haven't we?
And that's through 2 books.
Yeah, we should have more humorous.
Why?
I must admit, some of the stories that you know, with different types of service that he had.
Well, you'll have to put this on the blog. You've definitely got to put a bit of a book review, and I'll do one as well. So
yeah, that would be
look
good.
out, guys. Go to our website, www.theavoncouple.co.uk. Have a look on blog, and hopefully within the week or so we'll put some bits up there for you, product reviews, book reviews, whatever.
And it's so nice being able to be over here and still running your business.
Well, I was just going to say to you, have we sold anything while we've been here?
Well, yesterday I sold 38 sales I had.
38 sales?
Yeah, online sales. So that was good. The day before was 29. I think the day before that was something like 17.
And you're sitting here drinking vodka and Sprite in the evenings, just letting your business run and enjoy itself.
Well, I've already sold 4 this morning, and I've only just had my breakfast.
So that's not bad, and that's through your online shop.
That's through my online shop, yes.
Or online working, great.
Yes.
And this is what people don't understand. And so if you're listening for this and thinking about joining, Karen could have done this from day one. Opened her shop, which Avon gives you free of charge.
Yeah, your own personalised shop. And your own personalised e-brochure, so you can send the link to anybody in the UK.
And your own personal delivery service, because they send it out for you.
I know.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Avon deliver the products to your customers. You don't even get involved in that.
It's called drop shipping, guys.
I don't know about that. God, I have to go round and see all my customers and visit them and have to have tea and coffee and you know, gossip and just chats and and then you sit back and just enjoy yourself. I don't know.
It's just nice to be able to have two different ways or a variety of ways of reaching your customers.
Yeah.
And this is all stuff that, you know, if we can do it, guys, you can do it.
Yeah, everyone go, oh, that's another thing that Brad put in his book, and I remember it being said so many times. Oh, it's all right for you, you're lucky. But do you know what luck is? Practice.
It's being consistent from the word go
Exactly.
and building up.
And the more you practice, it's the more consistent you become and the luckier you get.
Now, I remember reading something, I know I'm digressing now.
It's all right, digress.
But I remember the great white or the shark, what was he called? Anyway, very, very good golfer.
Yeah, Jack Nicklaus.
Was it Jack Nicklaus?
I think it was, because that was what I just remembered reading in the book.
So they used to say when he was in his prime and that, they used to say, oh, he's so lucky. But what they didn't realise was the fact that he would spend hours practicing his putting to perfect it. The same as David Beckham used to practice bending the football so that he could score goals. Yep. And Johnny Wilkinson, who was one of the brilliant rugby drop ball and he was a kicker, and he used to do the same. And they all have this little routine they go through that is they practice. And that's what it is. It's not about being lucky. It's about being consistent and doing the same thing over and over again so that you perfect it as much as you can and it will work. And once your business starts growing, my goodness, it does grow. Doesn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean, this is what people, you know, it's all right for you. Is a common saying. It's all right for you. You've been doing the business for what blah blah blah. Do you know? I mean, it's not that at all.
Well, we're going to be chatting to somebody who's only been 6 months in the business and has totally smashed it. You know, it doesn't matter. The hare and the tortoise story. It doesn't matter how fast you grow your business, how slow you grow your business. It's all about what you want to do.
Exactly.
And how you work.
Everybody's got a different path.
Exactly. This is
the start and the end result.
This is what I love about helping team members, because I'm a great giver, as you know, and I love helping people. But I also love the diversity of helping people, because what works for one will never work for another.
Exactly.
You know, and you know.
And that's why people should never judge themselves about other people in the business.
Absolutely.
You've got your route.
Yeah.
We've helped different routes.
Yeah. You put 5 children in a room at the same, all born on the same day,
no,
and then all be different.
No, thank you. That's like having the grandkids around.
But they would all be different and at different stages of development. So why would you push your team into doing something for you when it's not going to benefit them?
But that's why I like the Achievers group. Even when they have some of the bigger meetings, it's all advice.
Yeah.
It's not you have got to do this.
Absolutely.
Because it doesn't work like that.
And that's the difference. As a team leader, you're a mentor, and support, you're not a manager.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That's what I love about it.
Anyway, that's enough about the business. What are we going to do today, do you reckon?
Well, if the sun breaks through, I shall be out there getting another bit of tan.
Do you know what? I did that yesterday.
As
you know, probably noticed, I was very quiet yesterday. I actually sat in the sun and read my book, and then just chilled right out. I've not done that for a long time.
No.
And then we went out. We popped out last night. We went to a famous fish and chip restaurant last night, and well.
And you didn't have fish and chips?
No, I didn't have fish and chips. I had sausage and chips because I just fancied it. Being out here for a week, I just fancied fish and chips. Well, you had pie and chips.
I did.
And it was
that was just an off the cuff. Let's go.
Yeah, let's have a drive round. Oh, God, we haven't been in there for years. Let's go in and have a look. And what a change! What a lovely change. But it just and again. We can relate to the people that we met when we walked in. Hi, how are you? You know, oh yeah, 2 people, great. Follow me, and straight away the meeting was fantastic because they made us feel great, didn't they?
Yeah.
You know.
One thing I love about over here, though, they don't rush you. It is like, oh well, don't worry, manana.
I was going to say, what's the word, manana?
Yeah, manana.
Later on, whenever.
It'll happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. So you don't feel as if you're sort of, you know, rush everywhere.
No.
I must admit, there is a McDonald's here. And
We drove in and saw Burger King, which we've never seen.
And Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh yeah.
But there are other.
Yeah, there are other retail outlets here.
However, they're called fast food chains.
Oh, never.
I'm just wondering how fast it would be. I might go in just to have a laugh and see how fast they actually serve you.
Because in Spain, nothing's fast.
No, it's very relaxed.
It's a very relaxed culture, isn't it?
It is.
But what I still find strange after all the years coming out here is they still do have a siesta in the main areas, don't they?
Yes, a lot of them.
A lot of the places are still open at 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, that's because they have the siesta during the day.
Yeah.
So.
And you go to some of the restaurants and they start filling up at 10 o'clock at night.
Yes.
That fascinates me because it's families going out to eat. It's brilliant.
They do eat late.
I do love coming out here, and we are very lucky because we've been very consistent in our lives of doing what we do, and we can come out here whenever we want.
Yes.
No boss.
And it's great because we can still work and be contactable by our team to do all the things that we love, and get a bit of R&R, a nice bit of sun.
Yeah.
I'm much happier if I've got a tan.
I know you are. We've got a bit of a treat coming up, haven't we, for all of our listeners? Not today.
Oh, Thursday. Thursday. Yes. That was lovely to be able to do that.
It was. And for those of you who are listening who know we always talk about the Achievers Group and how supportive, how passionate the leaders of the Achievers Group are.
Yes.
Pop along 1 o'clock on Thursday.
Have a listen.
And have a listen to Mr. Howard Philpott, the head of the Achievers Group. We did interview him, chat to him, sorry.
We chatted to him, and his passion about his business and his team just oozes.
And do you know what else? His lovely wife Jane was sitting there and hardly said a word. And as she said, Howard is the voice.
Yeah.
And he is, honestly, guys. We're so fortunate to have grabbed him for what we thought was going to be a little short interview. Well, pop along at 1 o'clock and listen to it and see what you think.
Listen to him chatting.
Because the guy is absolutely amazing. We are so fortunate, and we thank Howard massively for coming on to our podcast.
So, I think that's it.
I think that's about it for this morning. As you can tell, we're a lot more relaxed this last few days, being out here in this lovely
I've definitely chilled. I needed it.
Karen's chilled. Well, there we go. So, in that case, we're going to say goodbye. So it's me, Fred Mason.
And me, Karen Mason.
We are
the Avon couple.
We are the Avon couple saying goodbye.